A horrifying story unravels in court. A Long Beach woman facing a judge today after police say she beat her lover to death and then set his Center Island home on fire. News 12 Long Island's Kevin Vesey has the details.
Two sides to every story, the truth will come out in court.
That is the only thing Jennifer Gross had to say as she was led out in handcuffs, accused of brutally murdering her longtime lover and then setting his Center Island home on fire.
I think it's horrifying.
According to police, the 54-year-old from Long Beach showed up at James Coppola's house on Center Island Road in November of last year, demanding money. But when he refused, authorities say she beat the 75-year-old with a pan or a pot from the kitchen until he was dead. Homicide detective Stephen Fitzpatrick says the pair had a 20-year on-again, off-again relationship that was often toxic.
There was numerous case reports where they had physicality fights with each other. She had stolen items from him. They had a current court case that was pending that she had an order of protection to stay away from him, obviously violating on that night.
After the murder, authorities say Gross stole jewelry from the victim, set the house on fire, and then fled the scene in a taxi cab. And investigators say they have physical evidence, including the jewelry she allegedly stole from the victim. In fact, they tell us she pawned that jewelry off, and that is what helped them identify her as the alleged killer.
We had her on our radar, and then when that item showed up pawned, that it was the jewelry he wore the night he was killed, obviously it pointed to her.
Folks, anything to say? The suspect's relatives, meanwhile, would not talk to us at the courthouse. But if the allegations against Gross are true, area residents say this suspected killer should be kept behind bars.
I can't imagine one person doing that to another person. It's terrible.
Kevin Vesey, News 12, Long Island.
Gross is charged with murder and arson. She's being held without bail.